Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. We're in the 3.5 Monster Manual. This entry is the Formian. There are several types of Formians, from small ones that are workers to the Queen. We're going to do one called the Mire March. It's a size large one. It's about the size of a light warhorse maybe. And it looks something like that. So similar, in the same boat to the Drider we did, I guess, in some ways. But let's try not to make it look like a Drider. So I have something to put a base on. And I've got a base. This is just one of those little tokens from a poker chip set from Dollar Tree. Actually, I just bought another one of these sets. So, I think the way to go here is to start with an ant. We'll see. We might be able to preserve his legs, but it's not looking good for his cause. We want to cut that off. Okay. Something like that. And then we need a torso. I have a lot of these scrolls for some reason. I kind of feel like we should use that. This guy's got kind of a bug-looking head, though. Or I have this praying mantis that we could use as the head. That'd be cool, too, I think. But his antennae are dumb. We'll snip those off. So, I don't know. So let's start with trying to get the body and some legs going. This ant's kind of rubbery, so what I have are some harder plastic spiders that I thought we could kind of steal some legs from them and work with. We're just going to take his back legs and the ones after that. I didn't want to use toothpicks again because we use those on the Drider, and I don't want it to look too something. Alright. Let me look at the picture in the book here. Alright, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of leg, and this guy's got 3. I don't know. Let's see what we can do here. Let's get a dab of glue. Across those 2 bumps. We'll do that side too. So I'm trying to put the smaller of the 2 legs in the back, and the larger one in the front. So when we put it on the base, it's at such an angle that it's going to be an interesting kind of pose. We're probably going to need to sturdy those up some. So let's get the base started and see what we can do from there. So we're going to start with super glue. And that bottle just died on me. That open one right there. Nice. Nice. All right. And we want to saturate this inner area. I'm trying to see if it'll fit in there, and I'm making all kinds of messes. Okay. We'll set him off to the side for a minute. Let's get our baking soda. And then right off the bat, we know he's going to be pretty sturdy on the base, right? So to strengthen out some of these other spots, we're just going to get a little baking soda in the cracks and crevices. We're going to get a dab of glue. Sturdy that up right off the bat. Okay. And we can set this off to the side for a minute, probably. I'm going to get a piece of toothpick, and some of these toothpicks are kind of new, and some of them were used. This one looks new. Oh, it just ran all down my hand. Of course it did. Wouldn't be a video if we didn't get stuck to the damn thing at least once, right? Alright. So we're going to have to let that leg kind of pop off a little, base a little bit, to make sure this stays good. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. Nice. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I did get a little piece of purple stuff in my baking soda, but with how much other garbage is in there, I probably shouldn't be worried about that piece. Alright. So, let's take a look at what torso to use. Like I said, I got a bunch of this guy to use. I almost hate to waste. And then this guy's already kind of got some cool things going on. I have a lot of these really derpy Electras because they just kind of made all the Electras super derpy for no reason. So let's skim this down and see what we can do with this. See if we can get something out of this Electra. Ow. That's okay. It's okay. I didn't like that eye anyways. It didn't hit my eye. It hit like under my eye and part of my chest. I know I get burnt and cut and stuff a lot and stuck to things a lot. I'm sorry. Okay. So I think we can totally use that. So let's cut the legs off of it the best we can. We'll snip this front down some. Cut that point off the bottom part there. Now, you're probably thinking, hey, that's a female torso. You know what? In the book, it looks like they're all males, except for the queen, which they don't show. But as far as I can tell, from what I've learned over the years, ants are, except for the drones, are all female. Alright, so let's just get the sides here where those legs are, and let's rub that all in and give it some texture. What kind of texture depends on you. I'm going to make it kind of a smooth texture, and then after it cools, I'm going to come back in and do some little dibbity-doo-boo lines on it. I'm going to do a little bit on the back here to straighten up where I cut that off and just make that smooth. And then when it dries, I'll make some little like cracks in it. And then let's look at the head options. I still think that this praying mantis head would be really good. But let's see if we can't cut. Oh, you guys can't see. Hold on. Let's see if I can't cut these mandibles to be a little more interesting. There we go. I'm going to snip that off. And I'm just going to get a dab of glue and put that on its neck. I got to bring this up. It's kind of in the way. I'm sorry. Trying to find a good way to make it work. All right, so we need some antennae. So I'm just going to get some really thin wire here. And I'm going to cut them a little bit longer than I need. And the reason I'm doing that is so I can hold on to them while I'm working. You guys see me try to cut stuff to size and fight with it all the time, and I'm kind of done with that shit. So I'm just going to get some super glue and my wires. If I can get them. Something like that. I'm going to get them approximately where I want them. On the head. Dump some super glue, or dump some baking soda on that. And then I'm just going to put another dab of glue. And that'll get sturdy and hard, and then I won't have to worry about that anymore, in theory. And back here, on that weird part on the back. Okay. So that's what we got so far, something like that. Now they need a weapon. And just like how I think that battle axes and halberds and stuff serve better, spears serve better for the centaur because of how they're shaped, I think that it's probably the same case with these dudes. This one's already kind of holding its arm up like it's got a javelin. So let's see what we can do for that. Plastic sword. Looking for javelin parts in all the wrong places. I had a thing of comb parts and I don't know where to put it. Oh, comb parts, where are you? Alright, I can't find comb parts, so we'll use good old one of these. All right. So instead of pin vicing this and fighting with it at this point, I think the safe thing to do is to use the super glue and baking soda method. It's becoming kind of a standard around here. It's actually not my preferred method, but it's just becoming a lot easier to deal with stuff this way. All right. And you want to kind of, before you really lock that in, get it towards kind of where it's going to look reasonable. And brush it off the finger, the hand. And just get a dab on there. Okay. And we'll just strengthen that up with a little bit extra on there. Okay, one last part to do. Let's snip off that tip and make it flat. And let's steal this spear piece from this sword. And we'll do the same process again. All right. So let's get these antenna bent forward. Snip off what we don't need. Something like that. Okay. Let's get the hot glue gun and get rid of spider webs. Say it's a decent Formian. Let's get some glue. And drag it down. Kind of cover up any of our weird spots. Make sure we reinforce that neck a little bit too. There we go. Something like that. I'm just going to hit any of the loose glue that didn't get hit with anything else. Alright. Just make sure there's no texture on the front. Oop. No texture on the back. Oop. There we go. Alright. So So this is what the Mermian, or Mermark I should say, in the book look like. And it does have that cool helmet, and ours doesn't. And this is what ours looks like. And I think it's kind of similar and kind of close. It's definitely something we can work with. Is this sturdy? Surprisingly sturdy. Okay, cool. So that's what we came up with. Let me throw the rest of these little cut-off pieces into my parts bin, because we'll need them sooner than later. And we'll take that broken sword piece and throw it in the parts bin. And these people can go back into the HeroClix box. Oh, her parts need to go in the parts bin. Look, an extra little spider we didn't need. So if you like what we're doing here, please hit like, hit subscribe, hit share. If you hit share, there comes additional responsibilities that come with that. But don't worry, it's not great power type responsibilities. It's more like either you have to hit cancel or hit another button. Sorry. See, like, subscribe, share, comment. Do the... I can't even think of English words today. Notification bell icon. Go to the website, check out www.dungeon-swag.com. Buy some minis if you want. That'd be sick. And, oh, we didn't put any rocks on his base. And join our Discord. So our Discord is super fun. You can come on there and post what you've been working on, what you've been crafting. We'd love to see it. If you've got cool ideas or questions, I'd love to help you. And so would a Scorbic. If you want to get a discount code to get a completely free miniature on us, doesn't even cost you shipping, well, that's actually the place to go for that too. So it's a one-stop shop for, well, for those things. Also, you can come on there and play video games with us if you wish. Lately, I've been kind of on a 7 days kick, but I kind of bounce around. I was playing some Baldur's Gate 3 the other night. It just really depends on the mood, I suppose. So, yeah, lots to do there. Would love to see you. Come join us. Have fun with us. Play games. We'll come back in part 2 in a minute or 5 or 10 here after I get this guy base coated and set up. And we will paint him. Or her. Whatever. It'll be nice. So see you in part 2. Thanks for watching.